Hey there, folks. Welcome back to Let's Play WWE 2K16 Legend of Stone Cold. Woo! I will have my revenge! Damn you, woo! Sorry, that was you, babe. This is Stone Cold, and he's getting ready to do battle the Undertaker, and we're gonna find out who'll be buried alive. I don't remember who won this one, but Undertaker is pretty awesome. He always had buried alive matches. Like, he would have these gimmick matches with the death theme, and everyone would be like, who can beat the Undertaker in his own match? Like, he always lost buried alive matches, coffin matches, that kind of thing. I mean, you know, he had a very impressive win-loss record over his overall career, but they built up the death-themed gimmick matches. The Undertaker didn't tend to do that well. Although, I believe he won the coffin match with Kamala. I don't remember if he won the coffin match with Yokozuna or not. No, he definitely didn't, because they carried him away in a coffin, and then he appeared on the Titantron and announced that he would return, and he rose from the dead, because, you know, obviously he died when he lost the match with Yokozuna. Let's move on. Again, they sit on this screen for forever, and it doesn't actually load the next thing while it's sitting here. Or maybe it does. Oh, they're in Vancouver, British Columbia. You know how much the British Columbians love death. So there's a graphic of The Rock, and of course a bunch of WWE 2K16 advertisements. They put ads up to make it feel like a legitimate arena, which are now filled with advertisements. But they put up advertisements for this game, which you presumably already bought. He's not carrying the book. Ministry of Darkness pallbearer used to carry around this book of, presumably of, the Necronomicon or something. He had this book that was supposed to be full of, satanic, dark, you know, stuff. He's doing kind of weird pallbearer facial expressions, though. He's got a very short little series of pallbearer animations he's cycling through over and over again. If you were wondering at this point, the Ministry of Darkness Undertaker, whose theme involves him talking, I don't know if all could hear it clearly enough to determine if it was Latin or pseudo-Latin. But he's kind of like speaking pseudo-Latin in this ominous voice as dark music plays. I mean, he's pretty much supposed to, this is as satanic as the Undertaker ever got. And no, you were not in fact meant to be rooting for him at this point. This would be around the time he's trying to, you know, sacrifice Stephanie McMahon to dark gods. This was back when Stephanie was a, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? It's a pretty normal word in the English language I'm just not able to come up with here. She was a, it's not likable, but, she's a character that you're meant to have positive feelings towards. She was a, yeah, I'm losing it. It's a perfectly normal word. No, she had never been a heel. She was just like Vince McMahon's daughter. It was a, you know, sympathetic. She's a sympathetic character, being sacrificed to horrible demons. They may have run right past that, but I believe this was part of that storyline. Was that Steve Austin came out and rescued her from being, you know, murdered by the Undertaker and his cult.
Here he comes! Oh! Big sneak going off that hill of dirt. Right there, Austin going for.
So this should be a fun match. I didn't realize there was buried alive matches in this. This is part of the there's games from like the 90s that had more like interesting match variety than the more recent games do.
Oh, look at this. Austin ramming the Undertaker into that barrier.
Like, you sure as hell couldn't do a buried alive match in, well, I don't know, maybe you could do them in 2K15. I know some of the SmackDown game series had some really fun and interesting gimmick matches.
Whatever he wants, and it's all legal. The referee just going to stand back. That's all he can do right now is stand back and watch the carnage.
So, again, this match would probably be more fun if I didn't have very specific things I was trying to do. And I just had the freedom to fuck around. And
Is a horse within the ring. Well, we're on the move here. A spectacular counter by Steve Austin. Oh dear.
Oh, once you get out of the ring, anything can happen. You've got exposed steel, concrete, the barricades, and all of it can be used
Working
to
a
cause
single
massive
body part
damage.
is not a bad idea.
Steve Austin making his statement as we speak.
And he has a fairly straightforward,
Getting his
damn.
attention with a vicious strike.
I'm not sure I can watch this. Oh, out of
Fairly
nowhere.
straightforward leg grapple move, I was thinking.
He might be trying to take that leg out here.
Well, the trick
Setting
sometimes
up the
when you
figure
get
four.
outside the ring is survival. The match becomes almost secondary when you get near all these dangerous
So
objects.
we want to Irish whip him into the ring. And I'm about to get
And
countered.
there's a reversal.
But yeah, I've decided I like the idea of working the leg.
He's simply reminding him that he's there.
Oh, once you get out of the ring, anything can happen.
I love how the
You've got
fans cheer so
exposed
loud
steel,
every time I go for a
concrete,
spine
the
buster.
barricades, and all of it can be used to cause massive damage. Well, the trick sometimes when you get outside the ring is survival. The match
This is
becomes
my
almost
last
secondary
counter,
when
so I
you
need
get near all
to
these dangerous objects.
probably back off and let those come back a little bit. Give him a finger in the meantime. So typical of these gimmick matches, we start out there on the outside with some exciting, unusual stuff, but eventually we come back and do regular old
And he's headed
spots.
back in.
Here we go with a little taunting.
That toxic shot to the body may have
Toxic?
hurt him more than we know. Oh, that kick connected. Can you imagine if you do beat your opponent?
Yeah,
having
okay,
to
so if he
drag
gets
him
one
into
leg
that
and starts to
gray
turn
side?
around, then
Well,
it's
one way or the
working.
other,
Anything
it's
else
gonna
means it was
happen,
countered
JR.
and they don't really
One
have
of them is
a...
gonna have to drag the
Oh,
other
but see,
one
that's
to
pretty
that
cool.
gray
So I
side,
actually
and one of
softened up
them
the
is
legs a
gonna have
little
to
bit.
bury the other alive.
Not something that had
It's
been
gonna
happening
happen
too
here
much with
tonight.
my regular offense. Oop.
Oh, nice counter. How in the world did he counter that?
Well, I saved up another counter because I know I've been using a lot of them.
Oh, this is not
A Luthez press, followed by a flurry of right hands.
Been pretty one-sided here. Nope.
Wow.
I was about to say, did
He
that give
did
me enough
not
to get
expect
another...
that to happen. Steve Austin being pressed hard.
a face buster. Wait, is he still conscious? Man, that
Is
looked
that a
bad.
face buster? I guess so. Now he's working the old Stone Cold leg. And it's the one with the brace, too. What a jerk.
Can't you just see the Undertaker shoveling that dirt onto Stone Cold Steve Austin in that grave? Oh,
Well,
he
I
would
can't
love
really
it.
see it
Can
now.
you
Instead, I
imagine
see
being
Stone
in
Cold
that
gradually
grave
countering
and
out a big
having
neck ringer.
tons of dirt shoveled in on you, trying to gasp for that last breath of air.
So I've
Makes
got a
me shudder.
finisher saved up now. But I need to concentrate on Irish whipping him into these steps. So I wait patiently. Damn it. It's too patient.
Oh, wait, nice reversal.
Oh, I did it. I Irish whipped him into steel
Unleashing
steps.
it for a
Exactly what I
second
just
time
did.
now.
Well, we're on the move here.
We're on the move. I guess because I was trying to run to get over the
Reverse.
Undertaker to get into a better position. Okay, now I
There are
counted.
no rules in this match. Simply to bury your opponent. Everything goes.
Bury your
That's right,
opponent, so
JR.
Triple H would be
You
really good at
bury
this
your
match.
opponent any way,
Hee hee.
any shape, any form,
I'm
any
smart.
fashion that you can.
Keep in mind, folks.
Oh, come on, I
Stone Cold
avoided
Steve
that
Austin
big time.
Must win this match to qualify for the Royal Rumble.
And also keep in mind that both these guys are familiar with shovels. Stone Cold Steve Austin suffered a concussion when The Undertaker blasted him in the head with a shovel. And then a couple weeks ago, Stone Cold returned the favor.
So
when
now
he
I'm going
smashed
for a
The
more
Undertaker's
involved
head
leg
open with a
attack.
shovel. He's still not through. I'm not sure I can watch this.
Okay, now I'm going to get countered.
Undertaker counters it. Oh, what an offensive move. Well, we're on the move
I'm out of
here.
counters, so this is bad.
Somehow, he's kicked it into another gear here tonight.
Easily avoided.
Oh, what kind of punishment. What kind of maneuver? What is it going to take to get either the
I have
Undertaker
invented
or
a
Stone Cold Steve
maneuver.
Austin in the condition or in the position to be put into a grave? Much less
All right,
to be
well,
incapacitated.
my head and body
So
are in
you
yellow.
have dirt shoveled in on top of you?
Well, I'm
Oh, I didn't
curious
have
about
enough
that myself,
left to go for a
King.
clothesline,
You might
apparently.
have to destroy one of these two superstars before you can bury them.
Yeah, well, we know that Stone Cold has had neck and concussion issues in the past. Might have
Okay, I
to
probably
at
shouldn't have
least
stopped to
knock
beat
him
up Paul
unconscious
Bearer.
to start shoveling dirt over him.
Easier said than
That
done.
was a mistake.
The Rattlesnake has more on the line here than the Royal Rumble. His
Well, now my head
career's
is
at
at orange.
stake.
I was about to say I was ahead of
And his
The
career
Undertaker
could
in
be
terms of limb
smothered,
damage,
JR.
but
It
now
could be
just barely. His
snuffed
legs are
out
orange,
under
mine are yellow.
2,000 pounds of dirt.
But the Undertaker knows a desperate competitor is always a dangerous competitor.
Oh, great move. Oh, once you get out of the ring, anything can happen. You've got exposed
And it
steel,
probably
concrete,
will.
the barricades, and all of it can be used to cause massive damage.
I'm just gonna stroll on over here, what? Oh, you're getting up. Fuck you. I'm gonna keep on strolling over here, what? Okay, you can't actually climb up there. Boom! Nicely timed on my part, I must say.
The Undertaker's almost 6 feet under. He's
What?
reeling, and the Rattlesnake fixing to shove
Oh no, he
dirt on
countered
his
my
grave.
signature.
Great counter.
He was ready for that one.
That is not good, because he's got finishers. I think I countered it. Yes.
A spectacular counter by Steve Austin.
That is a good time to do a counter, too, because he was about to tombstone me.
That'll leave a mark.
Very close to the
out here, you
grave.
have to be able to think on your feet lightning fast. One mistake, one moment of hesitation. Oh my gosh, JR. This match
Okay, here we
is gonna
go.
be
Button
sealed
smash
close to
time.
these two get to that grave site.
Undertaker, Austin, buried alive. A real walking, talking Cybernaut.
Oh no, oh look at that shot. Oh no, JR.
Hold on, I hit the button to get myself knocked into the grave.
Will Austin be buried alive by The Undertaker? Or can Austin somehow, someway survive?
Oh no, the dead man's going after that shovel. But look, Austin's moving.
Austin's got a heartbeat. Austin's alive. Austin
I mean, admittedly,
Stone Cold lives
conceptually, it's a really fun gimmick match.
Oh, what a battle this has been, JR. The Undertaker trying to get Steve Austin.
Luckily,
into
there
that
was a fuel
grave.
can near the jerry can of fuel here at the graveyard.
To say the least.
I guess
Austin
for
with the right
cremations?
hand.
Well, wait,
You'd
Undertaker
think that
teetering
somebody would
here.
just use the
Look at this.
wheelbarrow to make this easy.
Austin with a stunner.
And the Undertaker fell into the grave.
Oh, and this is the grave of buried alive Austin versus Undertaker.
And there goes the dirt. The Undertaker is buried alive.
Is that really a sufficient
Paul
amount of
Bearer
dirt?
in panic. Paul Bearer waddling off. Where's he going? Austin now getting out of harm's way.
I don't feel like he really did enough dirt on the Undertaker for that to count.
Oh, look.
Through hellfire and brimstone, the explosion of explosions.
What?
The Undertaker
The explosion of
crawling back
explosions?
up out of that grave.
He's alive. The Undertaker is alive. But now what?
Oh, Kane was
What?
in the grave.
My God, it's Kane. What in the hell is going on? This is unbelievably macabre.
Kane may have been a good guy at this point, I'm not really sure. Or they're the Brothers of Destruction, and they're ready to... Oh. Now I gotta play as Kane. Well, this should be easy, because Taker's already all
There, when
fucked
you
up,
get near
but
all these dangerous objects.
I'm not doing that good.
Oh, once you get out of the ring, anything can happen. You've got exposed steel, concrete, the barricades, and all of it can be used to cause massive damage.
I have to say, this should be easy peasy. He's already been devastated by Stone Cold. I really have no excuse for struggling here.
And he hits him with an impressive
I guess there's
combination
no
of kicks.
submission holds, or I'm doing the wrong button or something.
He'll be feeling the effects of that for a while.
I'm not sure I can watch this. Oh, out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere, I missed.
Stopped him dead in his tracks.
Undertaker is under some heavy assault. Oh, and folks, it don't get more painful.
Fuck you, double. Okay, I guess I have different taunts from Steve Austin. Makes sense now that I think about it.
And he knows it.
Shouldn't have taunted that long. I am a robot voice. I am classic Kane.
The barricades, and all of it can be used to cause massive damage. Right to the
Used up all my counters as Kane. This is like the whole Ryback fighting a 100-year battle against CM Punk on the roof of the cage all over again. This is the return of The Rock beating up the Miz, or the Miz beating up The Rock for a bunch of time.
Damage being perpetrated.
Well, we're on the move here. Really pushing his opponent to the limit here.
King.
It's supposed to grapple him.
Tremendous move by King.
Still hasn't happened because I went for my signature.
Anything can happen. You've got exposed steel, concrete, the barricades, and all of it can be used to cause massive damage.
I guess if any attempt to pick him up can result in you getting countered, even if he's devastated. Boy, I don't think it probably took this long for Kane to beat up The Undertaker when he emerged from that grave.
And he's looking to brawl.
Oh, out here you have to be able to think on your feet.
Yeah, I think
One mistake.
I think this was going pretty smoothly until I switched characters.
Turns it around on him, and what a move.
Good God.
Because I don't have the patience to just wait for him to get up and grapple him like I'm supposed to.
Intimidating
I keep
specimen.
trying to pick him up, and that's not going well.
What an incredible
Well, why didn't that end
Well,
it?
the trick sometimes when you get
I'm not
outside
close
the
enough
ring
to the
is
grave?
survival. The match becomes almost secondary when you get near all these dangerous objects.
I guess I'm not close enough to the grave for these grapples to count.
Huge
I was
shot.
really hoping that I would get a counter there.
And the big boot connects.
Damn, this is not going well.
Here.
Oh, out here you have to be able to think on your feet lightning fast.
Okay, here we go. Fine. I mean, I could have given him my finisher, but I was waiting for trying to set up the damn quick time event. So Steve Austin wins by burying him with a little dirt and then leaving and letting Kane take over the match.
Undertaker's down. He's teetering near that grave, JR.
Ooh, maybe Kane gets buried.
That low blow will stop any man.
I thought Kane had titanium testicles.
For Kane, I'm afraid, JR. No, wait.
Bobo had to tell me about some match he saw with Kane, like old school unstoppable monster Kane, where he no-sold a nut shot in order to look like a badass monster, and how A, that wasn't very effective in making him seem like a badass, and B, Jerry King Lawler on commentary went, he's got titanium testicles.
And look at this. Kane.
Also, put Undertaker in a hole and put a small amount of dirt on top of him.
Somebody tell me what the hell is going on with this.
What in the world, JR? Is that a backhoe being driven in here?
First a dysfunctional family reunion, and now a backhoe is being brought into play.
So Austin had a penchant for using large vehicles.
Commandeered a backhoe.
Good God Almighty, what's next, ladies and gentlemen? What is next?
This is unbelievable. And now that backhoe.
Well, they somehow gimmicked the bottom of the grave so that Kane could get in there. Presumably Austin has, or Undertaker has left. Yeah, and there's mirrors in the box so you saw a lady in half, I know. But it's like, thinking once the backhoe is involved, we're done. Well, Austin drives it out so he gets to look cool and be involved, but then when it comes time to actually use construction equipment, it's probably a good idea to have someone else take care of it.
And now what's Austin doing?
I never thought Austin could beat The Undertaker in a buried alive match.
Oh my gosh, Chair, look.
Are you kidding me?
A couple of cold ones. What is this? A farewell party for The Undertaker?
It's a going away party.
I wonder if he had them make
Whose party is this?
do the Stone Cold IPA logo on those cans for the video game, even though that didn't exist at the time, and even today it's not available in cans. It was they only made some cans of it for his WrestleMania appearance. Anyway, we're at about 20 minutes. I got to figure out if we're going to do another match in this.
With an assist from the Big Red Machine Kane, Stone Cold buried The Undertaker and qualified for the
And poured American beer on him, which is just like peeing on him.
But on Monday Night Raw, Mr. McMahon had
Vince McMahon and Shane McMahon walked past this weird, you know,
the very number that
digitally
Austin
blurred
will
logo.
enter the Royal Rumble. Austin has drawn number 1.
This is ridiculous.
Shocking
just when it
coincidence,
looked
and the
like
draw that
the
they
WWE
controlled.
chairman had gotten the upper
So are we going to
hand on
skip the Royal
Stone
Rumble
Cold.
again, or do they just not want to make us win
Quickly
multiple
turned.
Royal Rumbles in this Muso mode?
Stone Cold Steve Austin will be the first man to enter the Royal Rumble. And the second man who will be entering the Royal Rumble will
Yeah.
be Vince McMahon.
Oh, this one they'll probably have us too.
The stage was now set
I
for a
guess not.
truly unforgettable Royal Rumble.
And here comes Austin. Mr. McMahon is running from Austin, and Austin has him in the crowd. Oh, no, this is horrible. Hey, it was a trap. The corporate team has ambushed Stone Cold.
Oh, Test. You were taken from us too young.
He's not coming back.
Wait a minute, there's an ambulance. It's Austin. Mr. McMahon, Austin's back.
So this is kind of a cheesy gimmick. Like, back in the day, guys who had famously long marathon Royal Rumble performance and wins, like Ric Flair came in at number 3 and won. Coming in at number 1 or number 2 makes no practical difference because the match doesn't start to the first 2 guys in the ring. HBK won from number 1 once. I think Austin did that too. So they were in there for a long time. But in this match, like, there's all this plot gimmicky nonsense. Vince McMahon wins. He and Austin are in the whole time, except that they're not, because they both left under the bottom rope and then brawled in the crowd and did other stupid plot shit. And the same thing last year with Roman Reigns, pissed off a lot of smart
The
fans.
number 1 contender for the coveted WWE
They were like waiting to see him earn his stripes and do a long match, and he instead gets taken out under the bottom rope and beaten up and taken to a hospital, and then he heroically comes back, and everyone's like, that's just an excuse for me to go sit in the back, drink a soda. But anyway, St. Valentine's Day Massacre. This is a big freaking deal. Just to finally go one-on-one with Vince McMahon after all this stuff with proxy battles and Vince McMahon like desperately earning an ass kicking from Steve Austin and it not happening. The real life boss of the company, in a move that at the time I think earned probably the respect of a lot of his in-ring performers, goes out there and actually has a main event wrestling match with Steve Austin. And since we're more than halfway through the video, I think we'll go ahead and make this video a little short, and we'll pick up the St. Valentine's Day Massacre match next time. You could arguably structure a Stone Cold storyline where this is the big climax and it's over, but I would imagine we've got some more matches against The Rock to see. Either way, folks, that's going to be it for this video. When we come back, we will continue the Legend of Stone Cold. I'm Mysterious JG. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching The Undertaker be buried alive, buried alive, buried alive. God!